I am. Before the mountains existed, before the whole world was formed, from everlasting to everlasting, I am God. I speak and galaxies burst into light. I breathe and stars are formed. And with all of that, I desired a dwelling place among you. Just think about it for a second. The sheer vastness of space I created, the incredible, tiny detail of a single living cell. I hold it all in my hand. So you have to be asking the question, right? Why would I, the creator of everything, ask for a simple tent in the middle of a desert? Well, the answer is actually very simple. It's you. You know, in the very beginning, I walked with you. There was no separation between us at all. But then sin entered the picture, and it fractured that perfect communion. It created this distance. But listen to me. My desire was never for distance. It has always been for closeness. So this whole story, it's the story of my invitation for you to come home. So when I called my servant Moses up that mountain, you might think I was just giving him a construction project, a big to-do list. But that's not what it was. Not at all. I was giving him a blueprint for reconciliation, for us to be together again. When I said, let them make me a sanctuary, what I was really saying was, let me come and live among you. See, it was never about the building. It was about me being with you. It was a personal invitation, straight from my heart to yours. Now, how would you respond to an invitation like that? I didn't force them. I didn't demand their treasures. My desire, always, is for a relationship that's built on love that's given freely, not some duty that's performed reluctantly. I wanted to see their hearts. And I saw them. I saw every single person whose heart was stirred within them, every spirit that was truly willing. You know, that's the only currency that means anything to me. It's not about the value of the gift. It's about the willingness of the giver's heart. That is the one offering I treasure above everything else. And from those willing hearts came this amazing outpouring of devotion. I mean, they brought the finest things they had, treasures they had carried all the way from Egypt, gold, silver, bronze, beautiful threads of royal blue, purple, and scarlet, precious stones, fragrant spices. They held nothing back. They brought the best of what they had, not because they had to, but out of pure love. It was so much, in fact, that it became overwhelming. The craftsmen, the ones in charge of building, they had to go to Moses with this incredible report. They said the people were bringing too much. Can you imagine that? The supply of their love was actually greater than the demand of the project. Moses actually had to make a command for the people to stop giving. They had to be held back from their own generosity. Just think about that for a moment. A love so extravagant, a devotion so deep that it had to be restrained. That is the response I am looking for. Okay, so all the materials were gathered, but here's the next logical question. How could a group of people, fresh out of slavery, possibly build such an intricate and beautiful structure? Well, here's something you should know about me. I never give a command without also providing the ability to fulfill it. I empower what I command. I handpicked the master craftsmen for this holy work. I called Bezaleel and Aholiab by name. But I gave them more than just a job title. I filled them with my own spirit, my wisdom, my understanding, and my knowledge. Every skill they needed, from working with metal to cutting precious gems, was a divine gift directly from me. And crucially, I gave them a teacher's heart so they could empower everyone else to join in building my dwelling place. You see, there's a huge difference between ordinary human talent and the kind of wisdom that comes from my spirit. Human skill often creates for its own glory, for things that eventually fade away. But when my spirit empowers someone, they create for eternal glory. Their work isn't limited by what they know. It's expanded by my divine understanding to fulfill a divine purpose. But now we get to the absolute heart of the matter. This is the crucial point. The tabernacle was never, ever just about a tent. Every single thread, every piece of metal, every measurement, it was all a shadow, a prophecy that was pointing to the ultimate reality. It was a blueprint of redemption, a physical sermon all about my son, Jesus Christ, who is still to come. Think about the ark, the very center of my presence. It was made of shittim wood, a symbol of humanity, but it was overlaid, inside and out, with pure gold, a symbol of divinity. Do you see it? A prophecy right there in wood and gold. A perfect picture of my son Jesus, fully human and yet fully God, the Word made flesh to dwell among you, God with us. And on top of the ark was its lid, the mercy seat, made of solid gold. This was the place of atonement. It was the one spot where my perfect justice and my infinite mercy could meet. It was like a shadow cast all the way back through time from a cross that would one day stand on a hill called Calvary. Inside the holy place, there were no windows. The only source of light came from a single golden lampstand, hammered out of one solid piece of pure gold. And this was a promise of the one who would one day stand among you and declare, I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will not walk in darkness. So that invitation, first given to Moses in the wilderness, it didn't end when the tabernacle was built. It has been echoing through the ages. It was never just for them back then. The invitation right now is for you. My plan has always been to dwell with you. It started in a garden, in perfect communion. It was pictured in the tabernacle, a shadow of the great reality. It became flesh and blood in Jesus Christ, the perfect dwelling place of God among men. And now, the final step. Through faith in Him, my Holy Spirit comes to make your heart the new temple, my home. Please don't miss this truth. The gold, the curtains, the sacrifices, they were all just pointers. They were temporary shadow. The reality, the substance, the fulfillment of it all is my Son, Jesus Christ. He is the true tabernacle. That ancient desire to dwell with you finds its ultimate expression in Him. I have done everything necessary to close the distance that sin created. I have built a bridge from heaven straight to your heart, and it is paved for the precious life of my own Son. The invitation is standing. The bridge is before you. The only question left is, will you cross it?